Next up in our small batch brewing series is our last tasting of our SMaSH beer, Cascade with Pilsner. Welcome back, everybody. So today we will be having the last tasting of my Cascade SMaSH beer using Pilsner Malt. Now, I believe on this one and the two-row version, I did a separate video on them, just like I usually do the first time. But after that, I matched, or I did a side by side of Cascade Pilsner, Cascade two-row, and Cascade Vienna. Because this is the last of the Pilsner and it's also the last of the two-row, I thought I would go ahead and just do them separate. This beer was bottled on 6/22, so 5 months old. Tomorrow is 5 months old for it. And I figured there was no reason to do a side-by-side of the last ones, just because they're going to be older. I'm guessing the malts are going to take over. I think we did see in the last video that the malts had start taking over a little bit. Pilsner's real light malt, but over time it is going to take over. So single malt, single hop is a SMaSH beer. This is using 2 pounds of Pilsner malt, 0.39 ounces of Cascade at 30 minutes, 0.29 at 5 minutes. Then 0.32 ounces 3 days into dry hopping. This is using the bigger carbonation tablets from like Mr. Beer or Cooper's. A lot of these older beers, we're starting to see that they're overcarb. They're starting to foam out. So it'll be interesting to see what this one has. This is 5.39% ABV. Reusable cap. Let's see if we get any hiss. Yep, little hiss there. I'm sorry. That was a new cap. Shouldn't have put that over there. Go ahead and get it into this glass, see what we've got. I'm going to go ahead and seal it. There we go. We do have a white head, about a 1/4 inch of head on there, small and medium bubbles. Color, I would say it is turning. I believe this was like a bright yellow before. It's now a golden yellow, lots of bubbles. I do see yeast and protein floating in there, but I can make out the light box and the bell sign that's on the wall. Let's go ahead and smell. Cascade is going to be more floral with a little bit of citrus. I believe that in almost every single one of these Cascade beers that I made, even going into our 2-hop small batches, I'm getting that floral. So let's see if we still get that. Sweet malt, almost like a honey water. Some floral, some citrus, but that sweet honey water is what I'm getting the most of. And that's what you would say happens to an older session IPA, pale ale, or IPA. With this being 5.39, I would say this is probably an IPA. Yeah, you really get that sweet malt in there, but then there's a touch of floral and citrus. Let's go ahead and try it. Not as bad on the taste. Lots of floral. I do get some pine mixed with some citrus, some bitterness. Aftertaste is more piney bitterness with some citrus note in there. I was really thinking that sweet malt would take over as the alpha acids drop. This Cascade was 7.8%. So I was thinking because it is low and it is 5 months old, it would really fall. But you still get some of that bitterness. If anything, pine. I don't remember this much pine being in there or mixed with the citrus, but you do get that floral with a little sweet malt. Not bad at all. A little overcarbed. I can feel those bubbles really popping in my mouth. But yeah, nice sweet floral, a little pine citrus on the back. You get that bitterness in the aftertaste, along with some pine citrus, maybe some floral now. Yeah, if you're somebody that likes that floral and likes the bitterness, I don't think you would have a problem drinking this. Definitely one I could finish. What I want more, probably not. That bitterness as my mouth warms up is just like overwhelming in there, and I'm not sure why that bitterness level is going up when it should be going down. I don't know what the beta is on Cascade hops, but it almost feels like it's high just because it's staying around there. I thought it was going to be, like I said, like the smell more. I'm getting more of that sweet malt, which would happen over time. But it really doesn't feel like the Cascade is falling off. I still get that honey water kind of smell in there, but not really in the taste. So yeah, not bad. Like I said, if you're fine with floral and big bitterness, I think this is perfectly fine right now. Excuse me. Like I said, this is the last one I have, so we'll be moving on in the series. I'm constantly making SMaSH beers. If I can stop burping. Um, and 2 hop beers, and I've also started making some 3 hop beers. But yeah, if you're into Cascade and you like that floralness, yeah, definitely one to make a small batch, and if you really like it, make a 5-gallon batch with it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.